everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a very first video of my recipes that I'm going to start sharing for different essential oils. These are just meant as this is what you can try, and you know, if you want to try any of these recipes, I recommend trying a little bit on a little patch on the inside of your arm before you actually apply to whatever part of the body that I'm making these for, just for safety reasons. And you know, be cautious because essential oils are serious, so you really have to be careful how you're using them, so please be careful. What I'm going to show you today though is what I use as a detangler for my hair every day. I had some issues with losing my hair, and as I've learned more and more this past year, I'm trying to get away from a lot of the different chemicals and start going more natural as much as possible. So I looked this up and thought, you know what, I'll give it a try, and I've been using it actually now for several months. I purchased a packet, I believe, of 6 of these little glass bottles. If you can at all, you know, in the situation where you're using essential oil recipes, put them in the glass like this. That is what I recommend. They also do sell some, and I don't have any of these, but I'm understanding that they sell some that are colored like this and are like a thick plastic. If you're mixing them with a carrier, whether it's a carrier oil or water, you know, that might be okay, but in most cases, if you can use the glass, it's better. Alright, so this is a 2-ounce bottle. It's a spray bottle. I have a little bit left in there. I'm just going to leave it in there. If you can use distilled water, that's what's recommended. I don't happen to have any of that offhand, so I'm just using my tap water, which seems to work fine as well. But if you're trying to use something that's not as full of chemicals or whatnot, you know, I'd go with the distilled water. I use Gaia Labs as the essential oil brand that I like, but whatever you have, go with it, go for it, or whatever you choose after you've done some research. But this is just what I use, and I'll put a link down below. I use lavender, that's the only oil I'm using. And then I also am using a 1.5 teaspoons of the apple cider vinegar. So what you do is you put 5 drops of the lavender into the bottle. Alright, just 5 drops. And then I'm going to put my little cylinder here. And that's something I had on hand. If you can get something that's glass, that's probably preferred. But this is an old farm one that I had from my great-grandfather's house, so I'm using that because that's what I have. Okay, so I'm doing, that's a teaspoon. Make sure I get it all in there, and then a half. Then what you do, I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. You let it sit for 10 minutes. Just let it sit, you swish it around and let it sit for 10 minutes before adding the water. Alright, so I let it sit for 10 minutes, and now I'm going to just go and add my water. And then all you need to do is just shake it up, and I would recommend anytime you do, whether it's a body spray or a hairspray or whatever it is you're making, always shake it up before you use it, just to make sure that it's all mixed up still. Might have settled a little bit once it sat for a little bit. And there you go. Pretty easy, cheap, and for me it works, and I have long hair. So if you want a great detangler to try, again, all you need is your lavender, a bottle of course, and then apple cider vinegar, distilled water preferably, a funnel, and then measuring spoons so that you can put 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar into the bottle with your mixture of 5 drops of lavender. Alright, if you have any questions or comments, please place those down below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and before leaving, if you would take a moment to share this video on your social network with your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.